climate change and its disaster effect has reached to the Everest. And this is the shocking news for the climbers who believes in climbing, whose aim belongs to the climbings in the mountains, have targets to the reach to the Everest, but the changing rainfall pattern, changing unusual autumn, or better said, the deadly autumns, has created a different rain cycle, different weather change pattern for the Everest and the climbing course. I'm today discussing about a very important topic regarding the scenario at present. I already told that the La Nina effect in southeastern countries will be creating a massive change on the rainfall pattern. Also the mountains, although also the extreme belief on the winter seasons, maybe the unusual snowfalls, unusual snowstorms, and the situation at present is extremely poor on the roads up to the way of Everest. We all know that every year thousands of climbers has created their own goals to reach Everest and its peak to make their dreams come true. But the situation at present are extremely dangerous, specifically who are the extreme talented on the experience on climbing, they are also facing this kinds of crisis. So crisis, when I have started the crisis pattern, that what actually the crisis is. The first thing is definitely the unusual rainfall pattern for extreme somehow sea level, rise level, the rising sea level, and also the impact of extreme heat waves, and also the melting ice, which has created a massive dangerous scenario on the roadway, on the particular map of Everest. It may becomes in the future days, it may be changing map scenario to reach on Everest on the particular perspective, on the security basis, on the particular area of mountains which may becomes in dangerous scenario. But the thing is that at present, when the routes are changing for the rainfall pattern, somehow the particular icebergs are taking more moisture regarding on the rainfalls. When the warmer air holds the more moisture, which is creating a more dangerous pattern for the climbing to Everest, and this will come to a dangerous scenario when people are targeting in the autumns, when the snow falls, when the clear sky, when the particular impact of the changing weather pattern becomes helpful or the friendly for the climbers. It becomes a deadly scenario when they are dwelling on the targets of Everest, not only on Everest and other mountains too. This is a particular extreme weather changes impact, and also it will create a massive impact on the local Sherpas, who are actually the backbone of the saving lives of the Everest. When the climbers will be is going to face somehow the crisis in the Everest, they are at the particular backbone. They are going to face this kinds of issue because they belongs to the local communities. So they belongs to the local particular survivors. They live in the particular areas of Everest and the many other areas of mountains, which is very, very important for climbing. But the thing is that they are also facing this kinds of extreme rainfall pattern. They are unusually facing the snowstorm. They are unusually facing the climate change impact, the ice melting, the particular way of ice, the way of roots of the ice are melting extremely high, and also the changing airfall pattern, which is creating a massive impact on the daily lifestyles. Somehow in Nepal, Tibet routes maps, which we already know that the better knows for the Everest route, somehow the routes are facing some blocks regarding of icebergs, because they are facing some unusual iceberg, they are facing the unusual ice melting. Somehow they are not predicting where is actually the danger is, where is actually the danger position is. So this is the crisis for the daily lifestyle. This is the crisis for the climbers. They are unable to predict their dangerous impact. They are unable to predict the extreme changing rainfall pattern, extreme snowstorm. They are unable to predict the holes of mountain roads, which is very much important in the track of climbing for the Everest. They are facing this kinds of issue. So this will become are more dangerous for the climbers for the upcoming days. And this is a massive security concern for the upcoming days, who are actually backbone of this particular climber security. And this will become a crisis because the situation from the extreme heat waves to the impact of the melting ice is already impacting on the Everest. And this is a bigger crisis at present because ice melting, we all know the situation in Antarctica is extremely poor. The situation is Northern America, in Southern America's icebergs is also very poor. At present, the situation is melting. This is the extreme community distress situations for the penguins who lives in the Antarctica icebergs. They are also migrating. People, the icebergs are migrating, and the melting ice becomes creates a more dangerous for the oceans, and it is also impacting on the mountains in the Everest. And this is going to be a bigger crisis for the upcoming climbers who believes in the autumns, who believes in the to go to the autumns in the climbing on the Everest or the many more icebergs, many more mountains on the specific their targets. But it becomes a changing patterns. It becomes an acceptance of the moisture of the air and acceptance of the particular ice. It becomes a different at present now. So this is the particular scenario at present on the deadly situation of the clouds, deadly situation of the Himalayas, autumn glaciers, deadly situation from the climbers who try to believes in climbing, who believes in the particular aim of their life to live, particular go with nature and go with the climbings. And another thing is very important that the routes somehow is creating one way path. It is very difficult to identify the second way to go to the mountains and reaching to the climbing targets. So they are somehow the local Sherpas are helping on the regarding the issues that they maybe find a different way which may be more secure, which may be a more strong ice particular pattern of the roads, which may be not creating a dangerous impact for the climbers, or somehow it's become creating a deadly impact on the particular the holes of the ice, which is not creating a basic dangerous scenario. So maybe it comes from the different fraud. I already told the La Nina effect is already has started in United States. It will create on in India and South Asian countries, Nepal, Bhutan, Tibet, and many more areas. It will create on Everest, and it has already started on the scenario of extreme snowstorm, which has already faced in last week in Everest wave of Everest, and it will create a massive dangerous scenario on the upcoming days. And this is a changing pattern of the rainfall, changing pattern of ice melting, changing pattern of roads. This would be maybe a second way to the going to the Everest, going to the mountains. It will come in the bigger path, and this should be a security concern for the bigger purpose, for bigger acceptance of the people, and also the security for the people or the climbers, security of the community, security of the local people. And this will create a massive resources impact for the daily lives, from the economic structure, from the food structure, from the particular financial development for the local communities who are believe in this particular climbing's feedbacks from the particular earning money from the climbers, earning money from to save their lives. And this should be creating a massive dangerous scenario from the climate change or the impact on the Everest, on the highest mountains in the world. And this will create a massive impact. Thank you.